Hello, James here. I got a new dude there haircutting. Had to get my haircut not too long ago. Well, I hope you guys are having a good day. Uh, um, I want to dedicate this video to the women in Southeast Asia, Africa, and Brazil, and the men. Why we it's called the title going to be called "Why We Selected You." But before I do this, I'm gonna have you watch a couple videos by a couple content creators that I usually watch all the time. So this one is uh Phil Scott show.
Well, we have another Filipina that's responding to the modern women that started to, go at them, say disrespectful things to them. Let's review it.
So this is a quick question for those women who are always talking about passport bros and attacking Asian ladies. Um, this is for you guys. I'm not against anybody. I'm not against any women, but I just don't like the fact that you're criticizing and putting us down, especially Asian women, because of your men here in the US. So this is for you guys. If you are claiming that you are an independent woman and you don't need men in your life, or maybe you want them but you don't need them, which is very ridiculous.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining that other women from other countries gets your man?
That's the $50 million question.
Right,
Why
right,
are
right.
they complaining?
Complaining.
Remember, they were lame.
Right.
Remember, they don't dress right.
Right.
They just don't like them. They're not Pookie and Ray Ray.
Right.
Right? They're not them. They still will not honestly answer that question. When you bring it to them, all they do is start lying on the brothers and start to make false accusations and all of that. They would never say, listen, these little modern women in America would never take personal responsibility. They do not have the ability to self-reflect. It's everybody else's fault. It's never them.
Mm-hmm.
So they will go to the part of lying on others just so they don't have to self-reflect and take personal responsibility. But they will not answer that question, ma'am. But let's continue.
Or takes your man? Why?
And you know what she said right there? That's just starting to sting them. Let me tell you that these videos these Filipinos are making, when they're saying that, yeah, well, we getting your man or your man coming over here to us. We're not flying way over there to them. They're coming over here. They're getting a better deal. They're getting a better option than you. That's starting to sting the hell out of them. And they didn't expect these responses to come. They thought that they was gonna do like they do black men, just say whatever thing they want to say, lie on us all the time. We have to sit there as black men and take it. And now they have literally started an international beef with a whole nother country, which they don't understand that the Philippines and Thailand, all those places are homogenous societies. America is not homogenous. In other words, we don't have one culture here. We don't. We don't have one language here. Even if you have several languages, everybody says I'm Filipino, right? And they're proud to be Filipino. They're proud to be Thai. There are people in America that are proud to be American because we see how, when this one group of people, the white folks, they run and control everything,
Right.
and they subjugate black folk every chance they get. So it doesn't make you really feel proud to be American a lot of times.
We're not taking your man. We're just welcoming them because they are choosing us over you guys. We don't know the reason. I can't say anything bad because I don't know. But that's just my opinion, and that's just
I'm
what I'm
gonna
observing.
speak on that.
So please.
What after these 2 videos. I'm gonna tell you why.
Thank you.
And this is to the women. Why?
Once again, they're not going to answer it because they would never answer anything because they cannot take personal responsibility.
Right.
That's what it is. And the men know that.
Right.
It don't matter what you tell them.
Right.
It don't matter how you plead to them.
Right.
It don't matter how you beg.
Right.
They will not and cannot take personal responsibility for anything at all.
No.
So they're going to continue because what they're going to do, they're not going to self-reflect on what you're saying, ma'am. They're going to double down and they're going to triple down on saying rude things to y'all.
Right.
So how I feel about it, just me, like I said, I don't think men should be going at these women or whatever. Either way, let them women just do their thing, right?
Right.
But we can just commentate to it. The only thing that I say from it is this. Y'all, the women who's doing that, these modern women in America, you keep doing that and talk about that particular country, they're not going to let you in there at that point. Because once they see you and identify you as, okay, well, shoot, you don't like us, so why are you even over here? Then you start getting a hard time in customs, or the people start rolling their eyes at you. They say, because what happens is, and let's bring up Austin Holloman for a minute. With the situation of Austin Holloman, and even though he can say, well, this feminist, this and the third, and I'm not saying he's wrong on some of that, but what Austin Holloman didn't realize is that he was in a homogenous society where everybody say, I'm Brazilian. We all got the same culture. It's not all these different cultures trying to mesh into one country. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he didn't even realize. Because coming from America, you don't understand really homogenous societies unless you travel. If you travel, you get it. And respect and all that in other countries is a big thing. Because you don't want, because once you get on the bad side of a country, because the whole country be on your head. It's not like in America where just a certain group of people be on your head. No, the whole country be on your head. Everybody be like, nah, hell nah. You ain't coming in here. We see you. It's on site you coming in. So what I would say to the ladies, stop disrespecting those women like that.
Right.
It's not them. Remember, the men are going over there.
Right.
These women aren't coming over here. Neither they were coming over here. And they was taking, quote unquote, taking men, right? Well, they was available to be took because you wasn't acting right.
Exactly.
How about that?
Exactly.
Really, it looks bad on you that your man got to go down to the freaking passport office or the post office to get a passport to go get a doggone wife. Because you want to be a city girl. Because you want to be a modern woman. You want a hot girl summer, right? You want to follow Megan Thee Stallion. You want to follow Cardi B. You want to mimic them. But let me tell you something. Cardi B got a husband. No matter what you say about her, she got a husband.
Mm-hmm.
And most of you that's mimicking her don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know he got his issues and problems. I heard the issues and problems he had, but hey, that's y'all modern relationships. Because I like I said, I mean, them two perfect for each other, so I'm not even gonna go nowhere near that, right? But don't get mad at the women, because they not the cause of it.
Nope.
You the cause. But like always, you're never gonna take responsibility. And I say modern women because white women that's complaining.
Right.
And sisters complaining. That's the two I know is complaining the most.
Right.
About passport bros.
Right.
The white women and the black women. But let me know what y'all think about this woman saying. Like I said,
building and protecting wealth is more daunting
pretty
than
much
ever.
that's what it is.
Amid global market volatility, stock market.
Speak a little English. What makes you say that? Have you visited the country? Or you met a few people? We take education seriously.
I see that this woman is just like very salty about Americans going to exploring their options outside United States.
We are beautiful outside and inside. We are smart and smile very nice. And we cook very yummy, อร่อยมากๆ and we voice very cute.
They are the one who complains about cooking and serving for their man. They are the one who complains that taking care of the man is considered a maid and a slave.
Welcome back to the Black Filipino TV. Now, I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to get right into this, guys. I got another one. It's more Filipinos striking back. What's happening is the women back home are striking out and saying stuff out of their mouth. They don't even have no idea what they're talking about. And that happens a lot back home.
The only men who like to go overseas to find a partner is men who like to prey on vulnerable women.
This is what these passport men are. They're just looking for women that can go to other countries who know their place, know to submit.
They were saying they are going out of the country to look for love because black women in America are L's. Black women in America having standards is an L.
And I know you're starting to see why guys have left the plantation.
I'm leaving right.
Right? Because it's like a plantation. Guys want to escape. Not necessarily escape. Guys are leaving peacefully. Of course, we're shouting to the mountaintops for other men to follow. Why would it, right? You see how bad it is if people are insulting another country. It's really that bad. Like when Olsen Holloman say it's that bad,
Your passport is that bad.
it's really that bad. He's right. It's really that bad. So you see that now. Filipinos see that. So I'm gonna get into this. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me hop right into it.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
So a lot of people are tagging me in this video, so this is my opinion. I see pure ignorance. You said that Filipinos need help or uneducated or can speak a little English. What makes you say that?
I only act like I know everything.
Have you visited the country? Or you met a few people? Or maybe you heard it in the news. Shows, you know, in my country, Philippines, we take education seriously. Because that is our way out of poverty. Not all the time, but most of the time. And there is no need to drag other people down just to lift yourself. It's screaming insecurity.
Emotional, damn it!
And this is the thing. English is not our first language. We can speak 2 languages, can you? So just because some Filipinos can speak English fluently, does that mean they're not smart or they're not educated?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And also, in the Philippines, you have in certain areas, like in Cebu, you have someone that speaks Cebuano, Tagalog.
Tagalog, pakihatid po ako sa your location that you're going to.
English. And the reason why they speak 3 or 4 different languages sometimes is because there are a lot of Filipinos from other places that come, so they speak Tagalog. Also, in Cebu, they speak English fluently. Also, everywhere, all over the country. But a lot of times, you'll find a Filipino that speaks 3 languages or 4 languages. But definitely 2, no matter what, they usually speak 2. And that's just a known thing here. But I'm going to hop right into another one. I don't want to say something that you guys already, of course you guys already know about the language thing. So we hop into the next one.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
Girl, you're wrong. School system in the Philippines, both private and public, use English. Textbooks, examinations, discussions inside classrooms, everything English. And English should not be even the basis of someone else's intellectual capabilities. It's just a language. I see that this woman is just like very salty about Americans going to exploring their options outside the United States to look for their wife material partner. And I'm not saying I'm taking pride of like because Filipinos are willing to like submit to men. No, because we are naturally nursing and very loving and caring towards our loved ones. It doesn't matter if it's our partner, our family, our parents, our siblings, whatever, relatives, whatever. If we love them, we care for them and we take care of them. Period. That's it.
And that's true, man. Like, I even seen in my comments, right? Guys are like, this one lady said, oh yeah, she's a nurse and she's taking care of a guy. And he had a nerve to say this, but it's cool. He said, hey man, she had no idea that Filipinas were such a great, I don't know why, because a lot of people know that, right? But what happened was, Dad said, hey, I'm so happy that you're a Filipino. And she said, I had no idea Filipinos were in like that. And of course they are, right? For the same reason why you're a nurse right now. Guys love that nurturing and they love that friendliness and that togetherness Filipino show naturally. And like this, she just explained herself. That's why a lot of Filipinos go into those fields. They go into the nursing field. They go into things with hospitality because they have it. But anyway, guys, let me hop right into the next one. This is from my friend here. This is from my friend. I've reacted to her before. Let's get right into it.
Do you have a husband? Why are you using black men for attention? Well, I have a darling, I have a boyfriend Fardeep. On top of that, I have many black friends. And guess what? What? They are choosing to give me a lot of attention, my dear. Right, my handsome kings? Good. Thank you for giving me a lot of attention. I love you very much.
I mean, I don't know, again, how I would have done this project,
Yes, and also with Helga, right? Helga deserves the attention. Ever since this has started, right, with the Passport Bros, she's been shouting to the mountaintops, right? Because she gets it. She sees how bad it is.
So, a lot of BM sisters are mad at me because apparently I called them hyenas. I don't recall saying the word BM are hyenas. No. I did not say that at all. And some of my BM sisters actually asked me nicely if, Helga, is it true that you called us hyenas? And I was like, nope, it is not true.
And she even calls women hyenas, and it's true, right? From the cackling and all that, and you see, even Filipinas getting that response that we get for years. So she's been responding to it.
And then she said, then who are the hyenas? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the hyenas that I'm talking about are the one who don't appreciate their man. They are the one who don't serve their man. They are the one who complains about cooking and serving for their man. They are the one who complains that taking care of the man is considered a maid and a slave.
And she's been showing God's love, right? And this has nothing to do with wanting to be with somebody. That's just the Filipino nature.
Because you know, ladies, hyenas are the ones who complains a lot and whines a lot. They don't want to do any work? Heck no. Oh, now, ladies, if you are one of the hyenas, comment down below and show yourself. And if it doesn't apply to you, then you should not get mad at all. Oh, okay, so now you know who are the hyenas.
She's naturally a Filipino. So she sees what's happening. She knows black guys are cool, right? Help is cool. So, of course, we're going to show that love back, right? That's why she gets the attention. But anyway, let's hop right into the next one, guys.
In my opinion, I think you're trying to build some kind of network between you, Filipino women, and black men. OMG, how did you know, my friend? Well, I'm going to tell you something, and it's only a secret between us, okay? So, shh, don't tell anyone. Promise? Okay, good. I'm actually trying to build an empire, and I'm gonna call it Blackfino Empire. And you know what? That empire will happen very soon. You know why? Black men love making babies, and Filipino women love giving babies. And that is so perfect because both parties are fertile. Now you know.
That's funny, man, but that's how all in good fun, right? But she's serious somewhat. Don't sleep. She's serious somewhat. Check her out on TikTok, Helga Babushka. Go like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You can check out her on YouTube as well, Helga Babushka. Guys, I got more for you. I got more. It keeps coming. Now, this here is a comment. This MS Options said the women in those countries are so ran through. Every time a plane load of men comes through their country, they service them with hopes, hit their lips.
What are you talking about?
And eventually get a green card and come live life in America. They are on a constant rotation.
Yes, there are opportunities like that, but if my husband thinks that the best move for us is to stay here, and I see that we have more money here, we save better when we're here. So you just gotta talk it.
Once again, guys, you see this? This is why Filipinos are striking back, right? Filipinas. And also women from other countries. Because they're not only saying this about the Philippines, they mean this, they have these same feelings towards Thailand.
Like you say, my English is not good because English is not the mother language. English is my second language, so I ask myself why I have to study about this language. But one day I know myself when I want to have a French boyfriend, I have to study English because I have to talk with them. So I learned how to speak English, and now I can speak a rhythm beat. That's it. Just my boyfriend can understand me. Everything fine. So the reason why the Falang they want to have Asian wife because we are beautiful outside and inside we are smart and smile really nice. And we cook very yummy, อร่อยมากๆ and we voice very cute, are kind and very friendly. That's why they like Asian women. Don't be sad, girl. Man, they looking for the wife, not for the boss.
Everyone's got a dream.
Man, they looking for the wife, not for the boss.
Emotional damage.
Towards Vietnam. They're talking about pretty much all these countries, because don't get me wrong, that type of tourism does happen here, but that's such a small percentage of the population. And you know what these women don't know is that most of the population looks down on that. You know, that's like 0.00000, you know.
That's a lot of zeros.
It's that. That's how small it is. So it's being hired by these women. They know there's some guys that are sex paths that can travel for that, but for the most part, guys are coming over there looking for marriage. Guys are looking for a wife. They're being provided.
Second commentator said this.
Women are providing so much love. I even spoke about. You guys see my videos, right? My videos are showing the guy. I forgot his name, Penis on Demand. I think Peanuts, as far as today, right? He was over 500 pounds, not a Filipino, took him to the U.S.
This man was 500 pounds.
Back now.
You think he was 500?
Denzel was about to bring his lady over there.
He's a heavy set man. Look at this.
And I'm over there right now. Actually, I want to get a
Look at this.
One that I know is out there. Another passport, bro. Older gentleman.
Older.
He actually brought her out there like was maybe 6 years ago. They're still together. So much success in the U.S., in the Philippines. I mean, you can't hate on it, right? It's but so much hate you can give. But it's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming, and it will never stop because these women, right now, this is their last final option, is to bash everyone. That's all they can do. Bash everything. Filipinos are thriving. Filipinos are now starting to make more income because of it. And yeah, that's just the Philippines, right? The Philippines is a country that's on a rise. Country overall, of course, the dollar per hour is low, but because of services like BPO, because of those things, and getting into opportunities like that, right? Philippines is changing a lot. Also, you have Filipinos that are all over the world. OFWs is one of the biggest incomes for the Philippines. So Filipinos are Thailand, everywhere. Vietnam, any country you can think of, the Filipinos are there, helping that country and that society, and sending money back home. So, guys, this here is a lesson learned for the woman back home, and I can tell that lesson was learned from before when it first started, but this just shows the Philippines is not playing. You say something about the Philippines, they will speak up, they will strike back, and it will continue happening when we continue talking. And it seems like it's going to happen for a while because the back and forth is not stopping. Because if one woman responds, there's one back from the community side that's going to respond again. Just keep it going, and I hope this ends. Actually, to be honest with you, I hope it ends. Let the guys leave. Guys are leaving for happiness. Why would the woman think about it? Why would the woman talk to us in the first place for guys leaving?
Exactly.
Guys are leaving, finding success.
Exactly.
Getting bashed for it. The reason why is because winter is here. But you know what? It's nice and warm in the Philippines. There's no winter's hair. There's no winter's hair for the men that are coming. Right? So, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And I'm gonna stop it right here. And I'm gonna dedicate to this to the Philippines, the women of Thailand, and even other countries in Africa and in South America. The reason why we American men are coming from Europe, American men come from America, Canada, Europe, and other places because all our lives we've always been passed over. There's a certain percentage of men have always wanted to stick by women, but to my Philippine women and other women, this is what the women tell us good men. We don't qualify. You have to have if you're brand name clothes. If you don't have a brand spanking new car, you don't get no love. If you don't make six figures, you don't get no respect. If you don't have a alternative personality, where to the point that it's got to be borderline abusive, you're not a man enough. If you're not something that literally had to practically have a record. There was one guy that he's passed away, and his name was Charles Tyler. Some of the Passport Bros know this. When Charles Tyler was alive, he was a black. He was 6 feet tall. He has a heart of a big gentle giant, a teddy bear. Charles Tyler said this. Now remember this on this video. He's 6'2", big black dude, and he has a good man. But a woman told him one time that even though he was attractive, guess what? He wasn't thuggish enough. He didn't have a record. Black women told him this in America. Black women told Charles Tyler. Charles Tyler didn't have a record. A criminal record. Charles Tyler was able to work up to go to Brazil. He's deceased now because he has some health issues and he's deceased. When I remember him telling that testimony, it might be still on YouTube. Somebody might get that testimony. But he actually said this. I'm like, are you serious? Women, there are some jacked up women, and they will chase behind a man who have no idea what being a real man is. They think being a real man is someone cutting up and cussing out. They think real man that I gotta get into a heavy argument to call the police to call out to the point it gets to a fight mode in order to get respect. You have us. I said then. Okay, there are good men here that never get a cooked meal, that work probably 40, 60 hours, that they probably good men that probably single fathers. They don't get their back rubbed. They don't get no affection. They don't get they don't get, all they get is headache. There are good men here that we don't fit the bill, but we got to sit back there and tell them what they desire. We got to sit back, and particularly when it comes to black men, they go chase after the white man because they have some issue with, because they want the one to look beautiful. Some of them want to have a beautiful mixed child that looks more. They have the wish to have the blonde hair mixed hair with blue eyes. They the one that put out that propaganda, and they believe it. So they get mad. But they seem like they kind of gather up if they will find a good attractive white dude. They submit to him in a minute, or he's attractive. With a brother that try to get with them, with the good-hearted brother, he's lame as I don't know what. A black man, he is lame, and that's the truth. Another thing about even when the women are single mothers, and I have dated women that were single mothers, they not even you figure that when you're a mother, you kind of want to chill out because you want to be productive and have a productive relationship with the man, that even though the kid's father, but you want a man that's going to be a man, that's going to be a father figure. Well, that's sometimes they want to use that thing just for a come up for their kids, and then meanwhile, you have to get into it with the baby's daddy, and sometimes they keep that drama going, on. My Philippine women, this is the God's honest truth. There's a ton of guys here. We desire, and women in Thailand, they pass us over. They pass us over, say that we don't even look the part. We're under 6 feet tall. Most of us are under 6 feet figure. We don't make six figures. You got women here. That's what they tell dudes, that it's 6 figure. You gotta be practically a millionaire just to get some attention. Then you have to spend tons and tons of money on them. But at the same time, when you confront them about it, they said that they independent and they don't need your money. But yet they meet the man with the money. But even if they meet a man with the job, it's not to his income is not to their standard. This is what the American women don't tell you. This is American women don't tell this what kind of guy that they want. We speak. Some of us want to speak to when it's so bad. Some men don't even want to speak to women no more because the Me Too movement is over here. Sometimes you can't even really say hi unless it's a business aspect. You can't even to the point. Because if an average looking man speak to a woman over here and he's not like he's like out of a magazine, they will look at you and laugh. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, so they'll look at you and they'll laugh in the man's face. They'll sit up there, they'll laugh at man when he wants to settle down. Then you have women over here, when you're trying to get to know them, if you meet someone on the chat line, they play mind games with you. They play these mind games like, well, I don't know. It's like, can you? So they feel entitled to show half their naked body. Because we're supposed to be mesmerized by the body. They half of their body, which they got the same body parts as any other woman on the planet. That's like most of you. But they feel like because in America, we've been so spoiled, so they feel entitled, think that we should just give thousands of dollars because they're just women. And that's what it is. That just because they're a woman, and you should be in the pleasure of having a woman. But when we hear that you actually love your man, you actually take care of your elders, you actually have honor and respect among, and you teach your children. Oh my God, that's why we want you. That at least that you would do the best of your ability as a woman, and that's why we desire you. That's why someone's getting the money and getting income and coming for you. That's why some of us love you. And it's hard for us, American white men, black men, to find that in some black women here. That's the reason why. It's not that we hate our women. It's because some of our women is too much of a handful, and they don't want to face the fact. So the reason why they attack you like this, because their time is running short. Because ever since those songs, and I don't know if you ever heard of Beyonce songs or some of the songs in the 90s, women took it and they got big-headed with it. And they got real big-headed, and now it's coming back to slap them in the face. because men and men, white men, black men, other men took it on the cheap because we wasn't the ideal man. Now that the average man that wouldn't get, that's busted, disgusted, their clothes ain't up to par, ain't got and got busted up shoes, they don't want to be bothered with. They sit down there and insult the men online. They'll sit down and laugh at a man. And some of these women are that cold, they that cruel. That's how cold they've gotten to be in America. They won't even take care of their own elderly parents. Some women here is. So how is that you just talk about space? So if they had the elderly mother, grandfather, granduncle, you mean to tell me you would cook for your elderly parents if they was asking you? Not these American women. Oh, that's slavery. So it's for your elderly parents. If you had a small child that was an infant to a small child, you want to cook for them? Some of them you want to cook. They go get some fast food. They don't even know how to cook. They never took time. Some of them even took time to cook. Some of these American women, let alone want to cook for their husband. Oh, this is the truth, my friends, my beautiful women over there. So thank God that we saying, please, hope, don't let femininity ruin it like it is over here. Because femininity is ruined in America. They have ruined it. And they have run the men. The men have been neutered here. Most of the men have been neutered. They've been neutered in the family courts. They've been neutered in every famous fashion and said you don't qualify as a man. Your income ain't qualified. You don't get the pleasure in the girlfriend and the wife effect because you don't qualify. Even if you have a job, even if you went to school, it's never to their standard, and that's the truth. This is the God's honest truth. The Philippine women, Colombian women, and any other foreign women that listen to this. This is the truth. Why American women are the way they are, and they're getting jealous because you're the competition. You're the competition because you would do something that they should have something God still in them to do. And now it's like, but it has to come to a certain standard. That's why the marriages here are at a higher rate than in any part of the world. We have all the resources. We have the higher finance income, but yet some marriages here are going down the tank. Some women here know how to hold down the marriage, but there's a certain percentage. The ones you see, and you see that some of them are attractive if they get themselves together, but they got a messed up attitude. They go opposite, then they want to complain. They lay down with the man that abused them, cheat on them, and try to and want to fix what they call a project. Let me fix him. Maybe he'll come out them playboy ways. They don't want a good man. Oh no. They don't want. They'll care to a man that literally knock them across the room. So really, I mean, some cases, and they think that's their form of love. I'm telling you, this is the God's honest truth. But if a good man who's not abusive, don't put his hands on his woman, a good man that don't cheat, they get insecure. They can't believe it. There's actually men out there. They wouldn't know how to handle a good man. They would drive him away with the nagging. And then all of a sudden, you have some women, some of our women, just come back to some of our women. They don't know how to talk to a man like a man and respect as a man. They talk to some men like they're their sons. This is the truth. You need to understand why someone's coming over there. It's not that we hate our women. It's not that whether they're white men or black men. I can only speak as a black man. This is the reason why. And when we try to get them to say, hey, listen to reason, they try to argue the point. They constantly want to argue with you the point that they're always right. They don't want to think with logic, and they want to shout you down, and they want to hit you where it's low, they try to hit a man as low. If his income is low, they'll hit anything. His sex drive is low, anything. And it would embarrass him. All the men, some men would say, all they were asking for is maybe sometime they don't want something artificial. Some men have a weight preference. That's what some men would basically complain about. The hair thing, you give or take with that. It can be very by very case, but men, and some men like thick women here, some women don't. But mainly they have a nasty attitude. They have a nasty personality. You always got to look like you're upset. You always got to look like you're bitter around here, and that's why they're bitter. If you see an attractive one under the age of 65, they nose is up in the air. Men, some men you try to speak to them and say how and say smile. They like smile. And if you don't look a certain type, or you look like you some kind of lame, what they call lame looking dude, they will laugh in your face. Black women would do that. Oh yes, they would. When they in their 20s and their 30s, they think they feel themselves, they're cute. That's what they do. That's why someone like Austin Holloman was coming over there, and the thing. So they had to throw. So they try to lie to y'all and say that ain't nobody coming over there trying to look at no younger person under the age of 16 or 17. Most American men don't do that. That's something that they try to spread a rumor and try to start some stuff. Most men want a good woman. We've been passed over because we don't make a certain amount, and we don't have a certain name brand of clothes. We don't drive a certain type of car. We ain't got a certain type of height. We ain't got a certain type of income. So we don't, like 70, 60, don't even qualify for that. But they'll chase behind some dude with pants sacking off his butt and people that look like myself, and give him all the love and attention, and get long he can argue with her and debate with her. Oh, she's a real man. He's a real black man as far as the black man concerned, and that's coming from some black women. And then she will feel like, well, he able to hold down if we get into a physical fight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's the reason why. Why they don't want to get they don't want to get with something of us. But when you like you an average, good-hearted, nice-hearted man that come out of church and got some value, work hard every day, and you don't have a criminal record, and you don't have a bunch of baby mamas, and that's why 51% of men like myself, we don't have children, because we see how our other men counterparts, how the court system do here. It's not that men don't, it's just that it's not fair, and the course is not right. It's on certain occasions. But that's why we go over there. And they talk about lies. We know you smart. We know you educated. They insecure because they can't measure up to you as a standard of women. And that means they have to check themselves. And maybe see our grandmothers and mothers was those women back at the time. See, black women were mothers, but somewhere in this, but over the 70s and 80s, they told they don't need no man, so they start having kids out of wedlock. So they say after a while, and then because some men do like some women do, which is wrong, leave them, and have a woman here. Men do this, have a woman here. You probably heard stories. Women do that here to men. They don't give the good men the time and attention. They want their cake and eat it too. They want their hot girl summer here. This is what they want. This is the truth. They want the men, my women that's overseas. American women want them men that make six figures. They want the men to look a certain way so they can front from other women. They look good just for other women, not for the men, because it's the showcase. Then they want for bragging rights. And that's why they try to hit you with that education stuff. But yet they got $60,000 to $100,000 in debt. Though they got the place, and get this, my Filipino women and other women, the black, this statistically, the black women have a higher eviction rate in this country than anything in the world. That's what they were saying, being evicted at a higher rate than any other. Now I don't know, but that's was one of the things. And men take care of their children here. Most men take their there's some guys that are jerks, but there's some men that take care of their children here. And it's the guys that take care of their children, they get screwed over. The men that are actually good fathers, they get screwed over. And they get up with some crazy knuckleheaded woman. I can attest to this. I know a couple men that took on ready-made families. One went to prison over some false allegation that is supposed to be his wife. She was an American black woman. She causes and lose his life and his freedom by false allegation against her child. I have a friend of mine that, and his brother married when his brother married a Puerto Rican white woman, ready-made family. Why her kids before he got a kid with her, she go date a gangbanger. She lay down with the gangbanger. But my friend's brother, who never had a record, always had a steady job, she cheated on him. He's a black man. And my friend now, this is the truth. Who took on, and so black men have took on ready-made families here, and still get no respect, and have to fight the baby daddies, and take up where the baby daddies at. And white men probably in that matter, but they said we don't do it. That some of us don't do anything. Really? That we, and this you need to hear our side story. That's why we're coming over to you. We're a lot of good men here, but we get worked over because after these women get to a certain age, now they come to their senses. Now they get up bitter. Now they're angry, and that's why they're attacking you. Because the men that they fell in love with, that maybe he was good to make them laugh, maybe good in the bedroom. Maybe he had good talk and good way to get them to do what they want to do. And they fell in love with him and laid down and had a relationship and produced a child. Next thing you know, he turned out to be a jerk. And now they put all men in the same category. Then they want to get all men and screw the good men because this one man that they picked. So they take it on good men like us. But see, now the good men ain't going to take it. Because the good men had been told that they were scrubs and they were busters. We didn't qualify. We were lames. There are men educated here. They're lames. You talk too proper. You talk too white. Black women have said this. I need a street dude. You like, what's a street dude? Somebody run the streets. Then you got some women that's so we have to wrestle with this personality, and lesbianism is at a high time rate in America. So we're saying, okay, if you want to be the alpha in the female, then go get another woman. Because hey, this is America. I mean, like any Western country, ain't nobody gonna be against it. It's already rising because obviously you can't love and respect a man, and kind of know your role in a way of a relationship, of a nuclear relationship. No, they didn't want a nuclear relationship. That's the truth. They want to control and dominate. and think that a man's supposed to be around and stick around and try to be happy. Are you serious? And then some of us, they talk to us like they're a child. We can't stand that. Because they can't discern the difference. They don't even know how to even to talk to us. Do you know? There was we was having a Bible study one time, and the subject came up about marriage, and my pastor who's from Nigeria, and talk about what is love and what is honor. You know that there was some women online said, well, I can love him, but I don't have to honor him. I don't have to. Oh yeah. This is it. Some people don't even want to go by the Bible, go by the Word. And the only type of women that can change, and you can agree with me on that, is those of you believe in God. That's the only one that can change. Some of us don't have no choice. Some of us may never get out of the United States and other places to find you. But I'm here to tell you, the reason why we come to you is because this is the God's honest truth. It's not for a fetish. Don't believe it. They tell you something like that. We're not coming over for no fetish or anything kooky or freaky and trying to control you or abuse you. That's not the American man. Whatever the American women or the Western women tell you, it's a lie. They don't like to compete. And know what they do? They constantly at the high numbers, and I can show you that they got to be on their OnlyFans and showing they're not half naked behind. They feel like they try to feel like they can compete against you because they think it's a body versus a body. That's what it is. So I just want to let you know that we want to. That's what most good men, my age, some younger and older. That's what we want. But we never. Some our older men, my age and older, we never had love like that. And I can tell you, I never had a woman that loved me like a potential husband. Let alone a boyfriend, would do for me as if she wanted to be my wife. I've never had an American woman like that. I never had a woman that wanted desire to be with me for me. That's the truth. So this is the reason why we reach into you. Because the women here tell us we don't qualify. The women that we want to find attract, they tell us we're not qualified. And now they're mad because time is winding up. And the passport bros and other men giving us selection like, you secondary guys, you nice sideline guys, get your income, get your weight up. Oh, they don't want to hear that. But when it comes to women and their issues and they losing weight and have a sister girl moment and everything, women to women, screw the men. That's the truth. That's why. And don't listen to that foolishness online. We don't believe half these crazy ass women what they're saying anyway. That's in America and wherever else they're coming from the Western countries. Because we know you're smart. We know you're attractive. We know you have femininity. And we try to explain to them it's the reason why is because the financial system in every part of the currency and system. These dumb broads don't even know that. Some of these people that is making these accusations, there's men too is saying stupid stuff. Some men that's capable for them. So I just want, so this what I'm saying, and up here I'm 54 years old. This is what I've been through. I've had women that dogged the crap out of me, passed me over, and I have a good heart. I never cheated. I never beat a woman. Never put my hands on no one's child or anything like that. Never put no one's hand on no wife's child. Always worked hard. But they don't want a God. They don't want that because you know why? That's too lame. There's got to be something a little off about you for me to respect you and want to stick with you. Because it makes life so exciting. You can't have a peaceful life. Oh no, that's boring. The loving adult relationship? No, somebody got to be wrapped around someone's finger. Oh yeah, that's the way it goes here. So, that's the truth. So that's why some men have gotten tired. They getting fed up. Some men that don't even want to date women here no more. And some women in America don't even know this. Because you have ran the course. There are men are just fed up here. Because we're tired of getting dogged, especially the good men. You heard about good women, well, good men have got tired of being passed over and pissed on. That's what it is. And they can't set the fact. Because and then the men that they wouldn't even find attractive. He don't even look like he would be like a movie star. You know what I mean? Really handsome looking men. They get men that look like they were called lames. They get mad at, but you see, you have the special ability to see is more to the picture that they don't, because they think that they have options, because of what's been sexual promiscuity in this society has told women, yeah, get as many men that you want. Do men all kind of way. Men do it. Men have many different women. Why can't women do that? So they think that they did that. But when you came over, when you start pressing for us as men, American men, white, black, and everything, oh, you touched the nerve, baby. Because they don't want to compete. They don't want to compete against you because you are the real woman. Some of you are the real women. Some of you know how to take care of your family. Some of you are smart and educated. Most of you come out of a culture, and that's something that we used to have. Some of us barely even keep in this country anymore. I'm glad that your mothers and your aunts and your grandmothers have taught you that, and you kept that. And I pray that you still keep that. Because this way this Western society is, when you come over here, you can ask some of your friends or relatives that have been over here, that's the way it is here. That's why there's so many single people here. And that's the truth. You need to understand why we're coming over. And as many guys like me. We're all through the United States, in small towns and big cities. We have the good heart. We always the lonely guy. We've always been the guy that we had to wait. And still some of us still waiting. That's the truth. Because we didn't qualify. Because a lot of women told us that, oh, you nice, but you're not my type. But can you give me some money? But you're not my type though. Let me play these little mind games with you. But you're not my type. And then when you confront about it, they get mad. Well, I don't need your money. But why did you ask for it? Then why are you trying to find some money then? This is the truth. So I hope so I want to get this out to the women out there in them countries. The reason why we're coming, we have a lot of good-hearted men that looking to settle down with you. We just don't want to get burnt and hurt and taken advantage of, just like you wouldn't. And and sometimes some of us are scared to take a chance. And some of are convinced that because we believe that since we've been burnt and screwed over here and passed over here for some silly men some make-believe silly men that so-called don't measure up to her standards. That's what it is. So I just want to make this video. I didn't mean make it this long, but to the women over in the Philippines, this is the reason why American men are coming. and they're mad at you because American women, like some of the women in England and other places, they know they're losing the ball, and it's projected they're about to be single. Not because we hoping and wishing that. They're doing it because they self. They're doing it because it's their fault. Because they come on social media, making those silly videos, putting down other women in other countries, and they embarrassing themselves. And they don't even care. And even if there were men that might have been attracted to them, they just turned those men off. So now the ones that have been complaining, they're gonna be single for a long time. So alright then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you see you on the next video. Till next time, take care. But don't worry, we're coming. We're getting ourselves together. Most of us men. Take care.